General Hospital spoilers tease that although Sonny's heart surgery was successful and he seems to have narrowly escaped danger, his story is far from over, and the threat he faces is only growing more severe. The successful operation is merely one piece in a larger chain of events that Sonny must confront. His enemies are not giving up, and his life remains under threat from dark plots he never anticipated. While doctors and nurses work hard to help him recover, another danger lurks in the shadows, ready to strike. Everything may seem calm and stable on the surface, but a major shift in the storyline reveals that the threat is still very much alive. A new twist is emerging. Despite having survived surgery, Sonny is still surrounded by danger. He may appear to be safe, but the reality is far from it. Those who seek to kill him are still silently pursuing their plans, unwilling to back down. In particular, while Sonny is still recovering in the hospital, a major new threat is closing in on him. This makes everything more chaotic and tense than ever before. Even though things seem under control, dangerous moves are happening behind hospital doors, and Sonny remains unaware. Tension escalates when a nurse, who appeared harmless and trustworthy, is revealed to be an assassin in disguise. She skillfully infiltrates Sonny's hospital room with the intent to poison him. The trust Sonny and the medical team placed in the hospital and its staff has been deeply betrayed. This shocking twist not only places Sonny in greater danger but also exposes a major flaw in his security. It becomes clearer than ever that, despite appearing safe, Sonny remains a target of relentless enemies. The threats he faces now come not only from known foes but also from those who appear innocent, making the situation even more complex and alarming. The disguised nurse is only one piece of a much larger and more sinister plan to eliminate Sonny. Though he has survived surgery and escaped death once again, Sonny cannot rest easy. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, is being watched. His storyline is becoming more intense, and fans are left in constant worry for his safety as deadly plots continue to unfold. This major twist not only raises the stakes but also unleashes a new wave of fear among viewers. The harsh reality Sonny must face is that, even after a life-saving operation, he is still very much in danger from forces determined to take him down. This storyline is sure to drive General Hospital into even more suspenseful territory, where every moment could bring a life-or-death confrontation. Amidst this chaos, Brick has become an invaluable ally to Sonny during these challenging times. While Sonny fends off relentless enemies and untold secrets, Brick's presence has been a source of strength throughout his recovery. However, an even bigger shock is on the horizon, threatening to turn Sonny's world upside down as hidden truths come to light. Brick's support not only helps Sonny face his current trials, but also leads into a new, twisted chapter. Using his wide-reaching connections and sharp investigative skills, Brick is set to uncover and bring back Mike, Sonny's long-presumed dead father, to Port Charles. This revelation will be unbelievable for Sonny and everyone close to him, as Mike has long been thought to be gone forever. When Mike returns, the truth that he never actually died will unleash an unavoidable emotional storm. Everything Sonny believed about loss and solitude will be shaken by this horrifying reality. His beloved father is alive and may have been hidden away all this time. This isn't just a shock for Sonny, but a gateway to numerous questions about the past. Why was Mike hidden for so long? Who orchestrated this deception? And what was the purpose behind concealing his survival? These questions will unsettle not only Sonny's mind but also ramp up the tension across General Hospital as the story becomes increasingly tangled. Those closest to Sonny, from Carly to other family members, won't be able to stay quiet when the truth surfaces. Mike's return doesn't just feel impossible, it changes everything, triggering a storm of unforeseen consequences. His reappearance will unravel secrets from the past and deeply affect every character, especially Sonny. Relationships will be tested like never before, as buried emotions resurface and once solid bonds face serious threats. It's inevitable that Mike's return will cause intense friction within Sonny's family. The question is, can Sonny accept that his father is still alive after all these years? Can he forgive those who hid the truth and continue to love the man he thought he had lost? Issues of loyalty, forgiveness, and betrayal will take center stage as familial and romantic relationships are pushed to their limits by painful revelations. This isn't just a massive shock for Sonny, it's a turning point for General Hospital's narrative. Mike's return will completely reshape Sonny's life and ripple through the entire cast. Emotional confrontations and high-stakes situations will lead to critical, irreversible decisions. Viewers will witness the characters grappling with past trauma and long-hidden truths. Brick isn't just a crucial support figure for Sonny, he's the one who will bridge the gap between buried secrets and explosive revelations. Discovering Mike and bringing him back to Port Charles will be a pivotal moment, not only for Sonny's personal journey, but for the entire storyline of General Hospital. Mike's return will bring long-concealed secrets to the surface and ignite a chain reaction of upheaval in Sonny's relationships. Unfinished stories, hidden truths, and complex dynamics will continue to unfold, delivering a plot full of twists, tension, and drama that fans won't want to miss. Mike will not only be a loving and protective father to Sonny, but in the midst of these chaotic events, he will become a key figure in shielding his son from major threats, especially as Sonny's enemies relentlessly try to bring him down. After being presumed dead, Mike's return is not only shocking but marks a major turning point in Sonny's life. It complicates everything while also raising big questions about the past and long-hidden secrets. Though believed to be gone, Mike now plays a decisive role in defending Sonny and his family from lurking dangers. His return is more than an emotional reunion between father and son, it's a symbol of the powerful protection a father offers his child. Though Sonny thought he had lost his beloved father, Mike's reappearance brings a new wave of truth and justice. The enemies who believed Sonny would be easy to take down after heart surgery and multiple attacks now face an unexpected adversary, Mike. The assaults on Sonny are no longer just battles between him and his old enemies, they're also the battles of a father and son, with Mike deploying every tactic and strategy he has to protect his son. Armed with not only life experience but deep insight into dark conspiracies, Mike becomes indispensable in countering the threats stalking Sonny. The enemy's plots grow increasingly dangerous and complex, but Mike's resolve to protect his family never falters. While their assassination schemes become more sophisticated, Mike has his own counterplans, not only to help Sonny escape the manhunts but also to trap the villains in a corner. His involvement is not just about defending his son. It's a full-scale strategic operation to defeat those seeking to destroy his family from within. This isn't merely a father's protection, it's a meticulously calculated battle plan. Every move by Mike and Sonny is carefully thought out, from threat analysis to strategic decision-making. This is not just a story about a son under threat, but about a father's sacrifice and relentless determination to keep his family safe, no matter the cost. However, this is no easy task. Sonny's enemies, despite previous failures, persist in their attempts to eliminate him. Their future plans will be more brutal than ever, and Mike will need every strategy he can muster to stop them. This makes for a gripping narrative where every decision by Mike and Sonny could alter the course of the fight. The story is charged with tension, as secrets about the enemies, their intricate strategies, and continuous dangers create a suspenseful war in which no one can predict what happens next. Amid the turmoil, Mike and Sonny will face not just external enemies but also internal family conflicts. Mike will serve not only as Sonny's protector but as a mentor, teaching him how to confront unimaginable challenges. This battle, full of schemes, shocks, and betrayals, will test not only physical strength but patience, intelligence, and leadership. Mike's return reshapes the entire narrative, forcing Sonny's enemies to confront an unpredictable rival. This story is not just about one man's survival, it's about family bonds, sacrifice, and decisions that change everything. As events reach their climax, the war between Sonny, Mike, and their enemies will drive everyone into an unavoidable turning point, where every choice could bring irreversible consequences. The story will keep erupting with new shocks, and Mike's return promises to be a game-changing moment for the audience. Brick, Sonny, and Mike won't just launch an ordinary counterattack, they'll orchestrate a large-scale, calculated, and dangerous offensive. This is a daring move Sonny never considered before when faced with threats to his life. After enduring relentless assaults and repeated assassination attempts that threatened everything Sonny holds dear. This time, with Mike's shocking return and Brick's strategic support, Sonny chooses not to just defend, but to strike first and root out the enemies lurking in the shadows. Their plan goes beyond responding to the immediate attacks. It aims to expose an entire criminal network that has operated secretly in Port Charles for years, with Sidwell and Brennan at its core. What were once vague suspicions are now confirmed. Sidwell and Brennan are not just Sonny's personal enemies. They are vital links in an underground organization responsible for a string of chaotic events, including the plot to poison Sonny in his hospital room, the attack on Michael, and threats against the entire Corinthos family. Uncovering the deep connection between Sidwell and Brennan ignites an explosion no one could have foreseen. Mike, with his sharp intelligence and seasoned experience, is not just Sonny's lifeline in deadly moments, he's also instrumental in dismantling the enemy's entire operation. Brick, with his vast underground intel network, supplies crucial data and pinpoints the vulnerabilities in Sidwell and Brennan's strategy, giving Sonny the upper hand in this lopsided war. The combination of Mike, Brick, and Sonny delivers not only strength but a sharpness like never before. Their retaliation is not just physical, it's mental warfare, with unexpected tactics and meticulously planned counterattacks. Their strategy gives the enemies no breathing room, gradually dragging Sidwell and Brennan into the light, revealing secret after secret and exposing every betrayal to all of Port Charles. This counterattack is no longer just about Sonny's survival, it's the largest purge ever aimed at completely dismantling a criminal network that has ruled from the shadows for years. As their plan progresses, fear among their enemies grows. Sidwell and Brennan begin to realize their wild calculations are crumbling, their once confident steps now threatened by Sonny, Mike, and Brick's ruthless and precise offensive. These fears lead to mistakes, cracks in their defenses, and Sonny doesn't hesitate to exploit every single one. A new explosive battle is now inevitable. This is no longer about isolated shootouts or brief skirmishes in the dark. It's full-scale warfare, with both sides throwing everything they have into securing final victory. Mike, with all he has left, will fight to protect Sonny like never before. Brick, with unshakable loyalty, will do whatever it takes to safeguard his closest friend. And Sonny, hardened by countless losses, will fight not just for himself, but for honor, family, and everything he holds dear. As all of Sidwell and Brennan's secrets are brought to light, and every mask is stripped away, Port Charles will face one of the most chaotic and haunting chapters in its history. A real storm is coming, one no one can escape. Together, Brick, Sonny, and Mike will write a brand new chapter, where retaliation is not just vengeance, it's a battle for justice, survival, and the protection of the most sacred values they refuse to let go of. This war will change everything. And once the storm passes, Port Charles will never be the same again. Mike, with his unexpected return and increasingly central role in the explosive events unfolding in Port Charles, will reveal a shocking secret about Brennan, one that, if exposed, could upend the entire current power structure. With sharp instincts, deep knowledge, and unwavering loyalty to Sonny, Mike will gradually lift the veil on Brennan's dark schemes, exposing the crimes he's committed not just against Sonny, but against the entire city. The truth Mike is about to reveal will not only threaten Brennan's survival, but also force those around Sonny, especially Carly, to reevaluate their past choices. From the moment Mike begins to unveil Brennan's secrets, Carly will be thrown into a state of shock and revulsion. The actions, promises, and even intimate moments she once shared with Brennan will now be seen as layers of lies and blatant betrayal. Known for her inability to easily forgive disloyalty, Carly will be tormented by the realization that she was manipulated, deceived, and even placed in danger without her knowledge. Her disgust will quickly escalate into deep fury, driving her to sever all ties with Brennan and reclaim what she lost through misplaced trust. But the story doesn't end there. Amid this crisis, Mike will become the bridge that helps heal the fractured relationship between Sonny and Carly. His return, and the truths he reveals, will inadvertently bring back memories of the days when Sonny and Carly stood united, fighting side by side, trusting one another implicitly. With patience and understanding, Mike will guide them to realize that true strength doesn't lie in facing storms alone, but in standing together through them. Under Mike's quiet yet profound leadership, Sonny and Carly will begin to erase the misunderstandings and doubts that have haunted their relationship. They'll come to understand that love, loyalty, and mutual trust never truly disappeared. They were only clouded by pain and betrayal from outsiders like Brennan. What once felt cold and distant will be rekindled, stronger and more resilient than ever. Their reunion, witnessed and subtly shaped by Mike, will forge them into a new power couple in Port Charles, an unbreakable alliance grounded in unity, determination, and enduring love. Their return to strength won't just terrify old enemies, it will send shockwaves across the city. Sonny and Carly, united once more, will become an unstoppable force no one dares to challenge. But with their newfound power comes a new kind of fear, a growing unease among those who thought they had forever torn Sonny and Carly apart. Enemies like Brennan, Sidwell, and the shadowy forces working behind the scenes will now realize they aren't just up against Sonny Corinthos, but against a unified Sonny and Carly, stronger and more dangerous than ever. Any schemes against them will become vastly more difficult to execute, as the couple's love and loyalty now form the sharpest weapon, one no dark plot can destroy. Through his wisdom, insight, and boundless love for his family, Mike hasn't just saved Sonny from immediate danger, he's also salvaged one of the most important relationships in his son's life. In doing so, he sparked the beginning of a new chapter in Port Charles, one defined by strength, love, vengeance, and an unstoppable storm of power. Although Mike has returned and played a pivotal role in saving Sonny from sinister threats and repairing what seemed to be a broken bond between Sonny and Carly, his presence in Port Charles will not be permanent. Mike has always known his return was temporary, a gift from fate during Sonny's darkest hour. He came back to help his son regain his strength, protect him from ruthless enemies, expose the conspiracies of Brennan and Sidwell, and even reunite Sonny and Carly into a new, formidable alliance. But Mike understands that he cannot stay forever. His role is fulfilled, and now Sonny must walk his destined path alone. Mike's upcoming departure won't mark an end, but rather the beginning of a haunting and powerful new era in Sonny's life. After everything Mike has done, one truth becomes clear: the influence Sonny now holds is more formidable than ever. His restored connection with Carly doesn't just strengthen him emotionally, it magnifies his power across all of Port Charles. Former rivals who believed Sonny had been weakened by heart surgery and assassination plots now must confront the reality that he has returned more powerful than ever, not just with personal strength, but backed by an unshakable alliance. Mike, by exposing the truth about Brennan, has armed Sonny with a sharp weapon against political plots, underground alliances, and long-hidden enemies. Sonny is no longer an easy target for the underground forces, he has become an independent power, surrounded by loyalty, respect, and fear from both allies and foes. Mike hasn't just helped Sonny survive, he's elevated him to a new level, where every move Sonny makes now has the power to shift the balance of power in the city. A new fear is forming in the hearts of Sonny's enemies, a fear that he is no longer someone they can manipulate or defeat easily. Any plan against him must now contend with the reality that he has been forged in fire, has known betrayal, has suffered loss, and has emerged stronger than ever. Mike's limited time in Port Charles becomes part of the legend Sonny is building. He came like a powerful wind, sweeping away the fog of deception and betrayal, giving Sonny the clarity to see his path, and then departing, leaving behind a legacy in the hands of the son he completely believes in. This story is also proving that Sonny is no longer the simple crime boss Port Charles once knew. He has become a symbol, a force even the most powerful must now respect. His influence extends far beyond traditional territories, giving him sway over secret alliances, citywide decisions, and, most importantly, the power to shape or destroy the futures of anyone who dares oppose him. Mike's upcoming departure will leave a deep void in both Sonny and Carly's hearts. But it will also leave behind an unforgettable lesson, that true strength doesn't come from brute force or clever schemes, but from loyalty, sacrifice, and the courage to stand up for what's right, no matter the cost. And with the legacy Mike leaves behind, Sonny will continue to rise with new strength, unwavering determination, and a growing power that no one will dare underestimate. A new era for Sonny Corinthos is beginning, an era where the fear of his power will spread through Port Charles and beyond. A reminder that those who dare challenge him must be ready to face the gravest consequences. Mike may leave, but his imprint on Sonny's life will live on, like an eternal flame that never dies.